Guys give me shit about that.
Holy smokes. Wow. How far we've come.
Yeah, not far at all, actually. You
Yeah.
subscribe to the channel.
Well, let's talk about that.
We already do it, you still don't do it. Don't even bother by asking. Okay? just do what you want.
Ariel Helwani in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, alongside the reigning defending UFC flyweight champion Demetrious Johnson, who defends his title for potentially the 11th time, record-breaking time on Saturday night against one Ray Borg at UFC 215. And I do get the feeling that Mr. Demetrious Johnson is not a big fan. I'm not feeling the love.
No,
I'm feeling a lot of hate. You make some comments. You walk over here.
Shoes are always lit as usual, so I'm
Yeah,
happy. I'm
Canadian
happy, man.
tuxedo. We're here in Canada, all denim.
That's what's up.
What do you think?
I like it. It looks dope, dude. It looks dope.
Get it off your chest. You're upset. You feel
not
you feel let down. Why are you upset?
I'm not upset. I'm not upset.
The deal always was break the record, I subscribe.
No, that's bullshit. Now you're
That
not.
has
Now, you're
been-
like, now I'm upset.
You got to do something important. Break the record, I'll subscribe.
Absolutely.
You
So
never
when
told me you had to pay for the subscription.
you have Amazon Prime, so you can link it up and you're good free.
Oh, free?
Yeah.
Well, now I'll subscribe tonight.
You said it like
The
4 weeks ago.
$4.99 has always been an issue for me.
Go to Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Link up your Twitch account.
Okay.
Come to Twitch Prime. Subscribe for free.
All right.
There we go.
That's it. That's all I wanted to talk to you about.
That's all. That's it.
No.
All right, have a good day, guys.
Did you know that they call Edmonton the city of champions?
Yes.
Did you know that?
Yes, I know they call it. City
Greatest
Champions.
hockey player of all time used to call Edmonton home. Do you know who that is?
Yep. Wayne Gretzky.
Isn't it crazy that you're here of all places to break the record? Did you think about that?
I didn't think about it, but I heard the historic value of this arena and why they built it, and the Oilers have their champions. How many times they won it?
Well, in the 80s, I think, 80s and early 90s, I think they won 4 times off the top of my head.
Yeah, so-
Five? 5 times.
So
there you
five times. So 5 times. So, and we came out here for promotion. We're like, the city of champions, the Carter champions. You have me, world champion, Emmanuel Nunes, world champion. Then you also have RDA, a former world champion.
Yeah.
Then we had Jurido Santos until USADA took him away from us. So
Yeah.
another former world champion. And
Gilbert
then
Melendez?
Gilbert Melendez, also a former world champion. So, I mean, this is a champion of cards, and it's going to be a great fight.
When we spoke back in May, I've never seen you that upset. I've never heard you that upset. You were on fire. You were so upset.
Yeah.
How did you get over it? How are you here, happy, over that moment, ready to move on with your career? What was the how did you go from being that upset to now being content?
I get over things real fast. You know what I mean? And I obviously I moved past it, and now it's time to fight. The one thing I can control is my fighting building, and training in the gym. So I'm feeling good. Weight's coming off, and I'm just about to fight.
Not that long ago, you had a tete-a-tete, a sit-down with Dana White, right?
Yeah,
How'd it go?
we talked. It was great. Went out there. It was out there. I think John Jones beat DC. He saw his birthday cake. We sat down, talked like 2 grown-ass men, and here we are now.
Did you tell him everything that you were feeling?
Yeah, I told him how I was
Was
feeling.
he receptive?
Yeah, he was receptive, and he told me how he was feeling. And I was very receptive, like a good lover. Not to him, but I'm a good lover. You asked my wife, and it worked out.
Did you feel afterwards that things changed? Like, did you feel like what you were saying actually worked? Actually went to heart with him?
I don't know. I mean,
Have you seen a difference? Do you feel like this has been promoted differently?
it's the thing when it comes to promoting. There's so many UFC fights. There's no way around it. I didn't even know Luke Rockhold was fighting next Saturday. Didn't even know. And then somebody told me the other day, and they're like, "Dude, I just saw a commercial for your fight." You know what I mean? And it's hard because it's just so many UFC fights and time. Like right after this fight, this will get swept under the rug and go, so we're going to Luke Rockhold, Pittsburgh. Oh, that's done, and they're going to the next one. So it's unfortunate. Maybe next year they'll cut back on it, but I don't see them slow down anytime soon.
So you don't see a difference in terms of the promotion for this particular fight?
Well, I would say I've seen way more commercial for this fight than my last fight when I fought Wilson Hayes. Even though that was on Fox, I've seen a lot more commercials for this one than the other one. And also, shout out to Metro PCS, most reliable network,
Yes.
4G LT everywhere, lightning speed.
Wow.
I mean, with my Metro PCS commercials, they've been doing a good job of getting that to a national spot. So they've been doing a good job promoting me as well.
You remain relatively the same, from day one till now. Everything is the same. Although in this camp, a little bit of a difference from what I've been told. Matt Hume, who's typically your sparring partner, injured his knee, and you have not been able to spar with him. Is that true, and how much has that affected your preparation?
That is true, and it hasn't really affected my. Obviously, I don't want to say it affects my preparation. Like I'm still ready to go. I feel good. It just goes a different way. So, for example, now my other coach, Brad Kirchen, is the guy I'm working out with and getting ready for a fight week. And now I'm being mentally challenged to whereas during the fight weeks, I just come in and do stuff and all that. But now I'm being mentally challenged because Matt will sit there and watch me spar. You know, when me and him spar, I'll get him nice and tired and he'll beat me up. And then he'll go relax, get water, then I'm sparring somebody else. But now he's just sitting there watching me, telling me to do stuff, do this and that. You need to catch these arms. So I'm being mentally challenged. Whereas before, I'm not being mentally challenged. So sometimes I'm like, you know what? I don't really want to go through it. Matt, just let me work. He goes, no, that's okay. You need to work on this. I'm like, so it's good.
Ray told us earlier that he thinks that the biggest hole in your game is that you leave yourself open in the scrambles, that he sees a lot of openings there. Is there anything to that?
Yeah, it's funny because I remember he said that after I fought Tim Elliott. Tim Elliott's a weird, long, clanky guy. And when he said it, I was like, is my shit fucked? I was like, let me go find out. So I went back and I got my groove back when it came to wrestling. And then Bibiano Fernandez came down. And he goes, this is the thing when it comes to scramble, DJ. He goes, as long as you don't make big movements, scramble is gone. No scramble, right? And so when I went to Wilson Hayes, fought him, and it was like perfect. Everything worked good. And so I'm able to fix that. And then if he's relying on that one thing, it's like Conor McGregor going there fighting, Floyd Mayweather. He had me believe, I was rooting for Conor McGregor, that he was trying to land that big punch, and he didn't land it. So what happens if we don't get any scrambles? Next question.
He'll be looking, searching. It won't be there. You'll be dominating.
Yes.
Which title defense are you most proud of leading up to this point?
All of them.
Is there one that sticks out?
No, man. I mean, they're all tough.
The second Dotson one?
The second Dotson one was good because we had that bad beef going on. He was talking all that, and stuff, and to hype the fight up. And then literally, like, I don't even think I got tired in that fight. Like, I was just so mad and pissed. Like, I remember getting ready for the fight and usually for a fight mask, like, look at him, visualize you're going to hit him. Look at the neck, look at the liver, look at all that stuff. This time Matt goes, don't look at him. Because Matt knew I was pissed. And Matt goes, I don't want you, no, don't look at him. I'm like, okay, Matt, whatever. So I'm all happy. I'm happy about all of them.
If you win this fight, are you the greatest fighter of all time?
I'm already am the greatest fighter of all time. I mean, my open workouts, there's not another person in this sport who can transition between things like I can. I mean, there just isn't. I mean,
what do you mean by that, transition between things?
Like, I can strike and then change elevation and come back up and then throw a knee, come here, throw over here, right, and then throw a high kick. Like, I can do all that stuff to where I haven't seen another athlete do it. Obviously, John Jones, I've worked out with him in the same locker room before, and he has great skills. And so, but obviously, he's not eligible, I guess. But
are you happy to see what happened to him because that just elevates you?
God, no, absolutely not. Why would everybody's like, oh, man, how you feel about being pound for pound best fighter in the world? And when I was like, dude, like, I remember this happened before. I was pound for pound best fighter. He was inactive for a year and a half, and then when he became active, it was like, boop, and then nothing changed for me. It's like this. Me hit on this. First, I don't wish that upon anybody. I hope everything gets cleared up with John Jones. Two, it's like this. I always heard in the Guinness Book of World Record, if you hold a record, you get like a check for like $5,000 a month or something like that. I could be wrong. So that would make sense, I would fight for that spot. But it's like, hey, you're the best pound for fighter in the world. What's your address? We're going to send you a check every month, $10,000 just for holding that spot. I'm going to fight tooth and nail for that. But, like I said, that just literally flips. Connor's second, and he hasn't even fought. I mean, Connor's on a 2-fight losing streak. Well, let's go. No.
No, because he beat Eddie Alvarez.
He beat Eddie Alvarez, that's right. So he just lost in Nate. He lost in Nate, beat Nate, won Eddie, lost to Floyd, and now he has to defend his title, and he's pound for pound number 2. So it's literally, it's a dude just going, they told me to do this.
Right.
So.
Did you get all the belts? Do you have them in your possession?
The belts, I have 2 of them. I have their inaugural, then I have the tie-in one, and then I'll get, hopefully if I win, I'll get this one Saturday, take that one home, and then all the rest of them are at the UFC office.
Do you know what you want to do after you break the record? Are you going to stay at flyweight, or are you going to entertain?
Yeah, I'm going to stay at flyweight. If they're going to entertain, if they want me to entertain 135, show me the money.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
And now you got a manager who's fighting for you. Look at you, all Hollywood.
Yeah, we'll see how good those fuckers are.
Yeah. So far the jury's still out?
Yeah. I mean,
You're not quite sold on it.
Who? Malky, those guys?
Yeah.
No, I'm sold on those guys. At the end of the day, their job is to make sure I'm taken care of. And I told them this is the first time Abe and Malky will work with me in one of my fight camps, and he was in the room, and all me, Brad, and Matt are sitting. I'm like, dude, we're good. Like, we've been through this all the time. Like, when I fought for the world title, my defending title in Montreal, it was me, Brad, and Matt, and that was it. They're like, all right, who's coming out, dude? And I was like, just 2 dudes. Yeah. And we beat them, and then we're like, bye, guys, and we leave. Like, I was watching MMA Beat, one of the greatest, sit-down shows.
Wow.
And somebody, I can't remember who it was, but one of them goes, do you think it's DJ's fault that he just shows up and does his job and leave? Like, is there a problem with that? Should he be doing more? And then I think Luke Thomas goes, no, not at all. I mean, actually, he said I should be doing more, but people are like, dude, that's his job. That's what they contract him to do, is come there, fight, and be done.
Last thing. Is it possible that you have now become more popular? Because I believe this after all the drama of
Yes,
the past couple
absolutely.
months. You sense that?
Absolutely.
Isn't that strange?
It is strange. Like I said, if I were to do everything by the book, and I have done everything by the book, but once, somebody, says no or does anything, your shit just blows up. I remember Matt says, dude, this is the most popular you've ever been in your whole life. And I was like, isn't that stupid? That's the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life, that I go out there and I blow the bricks off people, that people who look invincible, and I make them look like an ordinary amateur. And people, they're like, huh? But once I do one thing, they're like, oh my God, da, 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 da. And it's like, have you seen South Park?
I have.
You remember that? Da, 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 they took our job.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah, that's like kind of reminds me of, like,
Yeah.
I do everything right. Everybody's like, They want to do something like against what they want me to do, like, they took our job. They took our. You hear it goes down the line, down the line, down the line. So I'm not worried about it. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm happy. I'm healthy. My coach is healthy. Wife's happy. I ain't worried about anything.
Well, it is an honor to be here, about to potentially witness history. Best of luck to you. And right after this, going straight to Amazon Prime to sign up to Twitch. Mighty Mouse UFC, I think, 125.
Mighty Mouse UFC 125.
There it is. There it is.
$5
Thank you, DJ.
$5 says he fucks up. Just
Yes.
gonna say it now.
Thank you, DJ.
Thanks, buddy.